Hello, everyone. My name is Everett Wilkerson. I am a certified financial planner with Capital Investment Advisors in Sandy Springs, and I'm also an RUMC networking volunteer. I've actually been one of the network volunteers, one of the industry guides, since about 2006, when I was looking for some help and some guidance. Before 2006, I thought I had such a great job with a great company. And then over time, the company and the management changed. And then from about 2008 to 2012, I actually became very unhappily employed. It was still a good job in terms of income and paycheck, and I was able to take care of the family, but it wasn't a pleasant day on a daily basis, and there was some politics involved. The RUMC networking group really helped me survive a phase that was very challenging for me and my family, and my wife and our two sons. I was so unhappily employed. It would have just been better to be unemployed, but that wasn't an option for me. I had to actually feed people and put food on the table and pay for the mortgage. When one door closes, though, another door opens. Someone actually told me that once I finally left that company, and it didn't feel like very supportive words at the time, but it really turned out to be true. It's hard to find comfort in a stupid cliche, when you're just trying to drag yourself from the comfort and security of your car in the parking lot and the farthest away parking spot and drag yourself through the front door to face a toxic and hostile work environment. Or drag yourself out of bed and actually change from your pajamas and log in for the day of job searching and seeking and networking, when all you really want to do is just roll over and hope the world would just go away for a little bit longer. One thing that I learned from some of my time and support from the RUMC network sessions was to get up, take a shower, get dressed, do whatever you would normally do if you're actually going into an office, because it prepares your mindset for a productive day. I continue to do this still, and it's really helped me through the past year of working from home during the pandemic. I don't normally wear a business coat every day, but I thought I would dress up a little bit for you for this video. Anyway, after several years of trying to survive in a less than ideal work environment, 2012 brought with it a new job opportunity. I networked my way into it. While the networking pathway that produced the job for me was not through RUMC, it was in fact through my old employer, another colleague that I had worked with, who had also left that firm a couple of years earlier when we had worked together. They reached back out and helped me make a contact at this new company, and I got hired. But it was the activities from working, the activities and the skills that I practiced and learned, very simple, almost, obvious networking and skill building, but it was the repetition and remembering that really helped me chart that new pathway. One of the biggest things, and I tell a lot of people, both that call me through RUMC or that I meet outside in other places, I tell them that the WOW presentation really, really was the best thing for me ever. It's very effective for me, and thank you to Jay Litton. He's done a great job putting that together, and I've actually gone to even practice interviews at companies that I never would have worked for. And I actually got the job offer because I used the WOW presentation. An associate instructor, as an associate instructor for a finance class through the University of Georgia, I have a few job seekers in each of my classes that I teach. And as an investment advisor, I talk to people in job transition who are living off their savings until they can actually reach that next source of revenue and income. And I always encourage job seekers to check out the RUMC networking group. And I have really been impressed either by the feedback or the common experience of people who have already known about RUMC and say, oh yeah, I've already attended a few of those sessions. They were really fantastic. I have even informed other sessions and classes. I've even been informed of other sessions and classes that I haven't had the chance to attend yet myself. So in this segment, I was asked to share thoughts for job seekers. And I'm sounding more like a commercial for the RUMC networking group, I think. But well, I hope that I am a very strong advocate and supporter, enthusiast, volunteer, a guide, and even possibly a mentor, but most importantly, a friend. Or maybe just someone trying to get you fired up and pumped up to have a positive expectation of what you can achieve from attending the sessions with RUMC. And I hope, or actually I expect, that someday we all get to hear you tell us your success story from working with RUMC and getting support and finding your next step along your pathway and your journey. I still keep in touch with several people that I've talked to as an industry guide when I started back in 2006, 2007. And in fact, I've actually seen a few of them progress within my industry to either become complementary professionals that are in the industry with me, or even maybe competitors of mine. And I still enjoy hearing about their success and knowing that they've been able to find a better path. Another quick story, I personally found an excellent mentor out there in the real world, an executive job search professional who I sort of talked into coaching me as well. I did pay real money for some of the coaching, but their advice and guidance and support and mentoring went well beyond the value of the fee that I paid them. And I still think very, very highly of them. But to later find out in talking with them that they're also part of the RUMC team as a volunteer. So they are also helping people navigate this part of their journey. They also listen to my challenges and frustrations. And while they couldn't just really solve my problems and get me hired, they did listen and they made suggestions, they supported me, and they encouraged me. So my hope for all of you is that you find similar support through RUMC, and I'm confident that everyone can. It's not an accident, and it's not a coincidence that people come to RUMC networking to get help and support. And neither is it an accident or a coincidence that people try to give back and help give encouragement and support to others when they finally find the opportunity to do so. So again, I've been one of the industry guide volunteers with RUMC for about 7 or 8 years now. I really enjoy helping others connect and find ways to work together and progress their careers and find new connections, or even maybe just their personal goals, if not their career goals. I've had wonderful mentors, counselors, guides, friends that have helped me along the way. So it really is a rewarding moment when I can help find an opportunity to return the favor and pay it forward to others. When Jim Hallberg, the industry guide leader, recently asked me if I could do a 15-minute inspirational moment, not only am I honored, but I'm also excited to have an opportunity to help people continue along their journeys. And I hope I fill up the full 15 minutes. So I sit down to prepare to tell you about thoughts for job seekers. Let's do some research on that, I think to myself. My wife was a recruiter and she gave me a few tips to share with you all. And I've also been in the job search a few times myself in the past. Personal expert experience, right? How to get a better job and not go from the frying pan back into the fire. I've helped people network, get interviews, practice for interviews, update resumes, figure out if they even really want to work in the financial services industry or not, or even make connections in different industries. I've got Google, so I can look up a million motivational quotes to tell you and share with you and get you all pumped up and inspired. I've got Google, so I can look up the most popular best practices for job seekers. And you know what? I've got even more Google, so I can tell you the top 10 interview tips to land that next job. But you all have Google also, so you can look up all of that information. You don't need me to tell you that. In fact, I'd be willing to guess that 99% of you have already searched and read all that stuff and are near sick of hearing about it. So the last thing that I want to do is send out a message and be telling you empty information. Not that it's not valuable, but that's just not what I wanted to convey as my message for thoughts for job seekers today. If I were you, I would want someone to inspire me with some real substantial quality, meat on the bone advice, So what can I tell you? What can Everett Wilkerson tell you? I don't know. What can I tell you? I can tell you without all the hype and all the sensationalism that you can learn how to update your LinkedIn page. You can get help updating your resume. You can get help and be coached on preparing your elevator pitch. You can get ready to, on the spot, tell anyone in a single breath exactly what your best fit job and focus would be. And in one breath, you can name 3 companies that are on your target list that you want to meet someone at that company when you are asked from someone, hey, what are you looking to do? You can trigger their recollection or prep them to be your job seeker, your salesperson for an opportunity that could help you. You can even join an accountability group, take an active role in guiding and encouraging others on their job search, and they will guide and encourage and support you when you need it. They will. We will. We all will. All the volunteers at the RUMC, they will support you in a way that they personally can. You can even go out and practice interviews and get job offers from companies you might not even want to work for when you really think about what they're offering. You cannot do it all in one day. Believe me, I tried that. You got to just take 1 or 2 sessions a day or over time. Don't do it all in one day. You'll just burn out, and then you won't get the real benefit of the RUMC networking program. Hang in there. If you're here for the first time or the 5th time or the 10th time or whatever time, just take the next session and keep learning and keep talking to more people that are there to support you. So what can I tell you? Not much, really. RUMC can tell you all the steps. They can help you organize it, and they can help you get prepared. It's already designed for you. What can I tell you? What I can tell you is that you can do it. It is within you, and you will persevere, but not alone. You don't have to do it alone. You do it with your team and your friends and your family, and you will succeed. What I can tell you is that all of the volunteers and the participants and the job seekers and the entire RUMC team know how much it really can basically suck when you're trying so hard to find a job or a better work life or just a better work-life balance. What I can tell you is that we understand and that you're not alone. We're all walking with you and helping you and willing to support you in your own special and small and unique ways. And we seek that next job together with you. We want to hear your success. We want to hear your victory. What I can tell you and what we know is that, what we do know, what that means, the RUMC team knows what that means to you and your family and your children and your parents and all of your special people that you know and that you love and that love you and want to see you happy. We know what it means. So what was it about RUMC that helped me? The support, the encouragement, the acceptance, and the understanding. It really is always within each of us. Our UMC helps us organize and take the initiative and bring our strengths to the forefront just one step at a time. Sometimes just one foot in front of the other while it's a struggle to survive in a miserable job that you don't like, or in a challenging situation when you're trying to generate a new source of income. RUMC helped me cultivate new mentors and guides completely outside of the RUMC network by helping me create a process that I could repeat over and over and that I still use today in my networking efforts. I'm not searching for a job right now. I don't plan to search for a job. I hope I never have to search for a new job. I'm very happy with my current firm, but I still use these networking skills and practices to expand my network and find other professionals that I can refer my clients to for services that I don't provide. The entire experience has helped me shape my thoughts and how to be a good mentor to others, and hopefully how to be a good listener to others as well. So when I began to prepare my comments about thoughts for job seekers and be all professional and smart and whatever, I saw the vast and varying sound bites that constantly bombard job seekers daily. Helpful, yes, but very noisy. Not really a message I thought would be received and helpful in a heartfelt way. I decided to take a different direction today with my time and step out on a limb and even take a risk with all of you. I don't know every detail and struggle that you face. I don't really know if you're just chilling out by the pool, sort of looking for a job to keep you occupied, or if you're looking for a way to cover your healthcare benefits. I don't know if you're racing around trying to get the kids to sports practice and fighting traffic to get them there on time, and also at the same time trying to think about how you're going to pay the rent in a few months or weeks, or how you plan to or how you balance the decision to save for your retirement or help your kids pay for college while you're trying to get a job interview and living on your cash reserves. I don't know if your family members might be sick and in need of serious care, and you had to literally quit your job to provide that care for them, and now you're frazzled and worn out and raw. I mean, those are some of the life situations and challenges of my clients. Those are some of the things that I try and help people navigate. But I don't know all that stuff about you. But I do know that if I take a little risk and share a little story of my own personal vulnerability and take the risk of not doing the expected presentation of typical cliches for job seekers, but really talk to you where you are now and give you inspiration that you'll succeed, then I hope that this is inspirational to you all. I hope that you can walk away from this session today with just some new ideas and a spring in your step for that next interview that you're going to crush. Go and listen to the wow presentation, do a little bit of extra prep, and you will crush that interview. Then, if all of that could happen and you can walk away with a little bit more inspiration and motivation, then this non-conventional video will be worth the risk of doing the non-conventional presentation for you. That was a little redundant, my apologies. So anyway, in summary, I just wanted to help you silence the noise for only 10 or 15 minutes. It may not be much, but it is 15 minutes of silent support within a group that's already set up, organized, and prepared to help you with your next steps. I hope you have a great day. If there's any questions, always happy to talk. Thanks for being part of the RUMC networking group.